From N.W.A. to Notorious B.I.G, a look at the influence of rappers in promoting malt liquor brands. Hip hop and malt liquor have shared a long-standing and controversial relationship, with rappers like N.W.A. and Snoop Dogg often serving as the faces of popular brands. In this blog post, we will dive into the fascinating world of how these influential artists have shaped the image and sales of malt liquor through their music and personas. Join us as we explore the impact of rappers on promoting malt liquor brands from past to present. A brief history of malt liquor and its marketing tactics. Malt liquor has a long and complex history that dates back to the early 1900s. Originally known as a barley wine, malt liquor was created as a way for breweries to use up excess grains and boost profits during Prohibition. However, it wasn't until the 1950s that malt liquor became a popular beverage with its distinct marketing tactics. In the 1950s, malt liquor was primarily marketed towards inner-city African American communities. Brands like Colt 45 and St. Ides were among the first to target this demographic, using aggressive marketing tactics such as sponsoring local events and hiring African American spokespeople. St. Ides rivals Old English 800 for the #1 spot. Old English 800 is a malt liquor brand that was first introduced by the Pabst Brewing Company in 1964. It quickly gained popularity among urban communities, particularly in cities like Los Angeles and New York. Its catchy name, bold packaging, and high alcohol content made it a favorite among young adults looking for an inexpensive way to get drunk. Around the same time that 800 was gaining popularity, gangster rap emerged as a subgenre within hip-hop. This style of music reflected the harsh realities of life in inner-city neighborhoods, with lyrics often depicting violence, drugs, and street life. Gangster rappers became known for their larger-than-life personas, flashy lifestyles, and love for expensive cars and luxury items. However, it was arguably N.W.A.'s hit songs Gangsta Gangsta and 8 Ball that gave Old English its big break into the hip-hop world. In 1993, the group's lead rapper Eazy-E released an album which featured prominently on its cover an image of him holding a bottle of Old English 800. It's making this malt liquor synonymous with gangster culture. As other gangster rappers rose to fame following N.W.A.'s success, they continued promoting malt liquor brands like Old English 800 through music videos, lyrics, and stage performances. Artists such as Ice Cube, Dr.Dre, and Snoop Dogg, formerly known as Snoop Doggy Dogg during his early career, all had ties to Old English 800 at some point in their careers. St. Ides and DJ Pooh. Redefining marketing in hip-hop. St. Ides and DJ Pooh are two names that have become synonymous with the malt liquor industry, particularly in the world of rap music. Their collaboration on the St. Ides brand helped define a new era of marketing and promotion within the hip-hop community. In the late 1980s, St. Ides was struggling to compete with larger beer brands in a saturated market. They needed a fresh approach to reach their target audience, young urban males. That's when they turned to DJ Pooh, a well-known rapper and producer who had already made his mark in the music industry. DJ Pooh was known for his work with the legendary rap group N.W.A, and he saw an opportunity to use his influence to promote St. Ides in a unique way. He began incorporating references to the malt liquor brand into his lyrics, making it almost impossible for listeners not to associate him with St. Ides. But it wasn't just about name dropping in songs. DJ Pooh took things a step further by creating a series of commercials for St. Ides featuring popular rappers including King T, Snoop Dogg, Tupac Shakur, and Ice Cube. These ads were unlike anything that had been seen before. They were gritty and authentic, showcasing real-life situations and capturing the essence of hip-hop culture. Through these collaborations, DJ Pooh effectively positioned St. Ides as more than just a drink. It became part of the lifestyle and image of rap music at the time. It was no longer just another beer on shelves. It had now become intertwined with one of the most influential genres of music. The success of this partnership between DJ Pooh and St. Ides did not go unnoticed by other malt liquor brands or rappers themselves. Soon enough, other companies began reaching out to popular artists in hopes of replicating this innovative marketing strategy. However, what set St. Ides and DJ Pooh apart were their genuine connection to the hip-hop community. DJ Pooh was not just another hired talent. He was a respected figure within the industry, and his involvement with St. Ides felt authentic and organic. This partnership between St. Ides and DJ Pooh paved the way for other brands to tap into the power of rap music as a promotional tool. It also solidified malt liquor's place in hip-hop culture, making it more than just an alcoholic beverage, but rather a staple in the lifestyle of many influential artists. Ice Cube from Old English to St. Ides. Ice Cube and St. Ides are two names that cannot be mentioned without thinking of malt liquor. This rapper has been influential in promoting malt liquor brands, specifically St. Ides, throughout his music career. Ice Cube, a founding member of the iconic rap group N.W.A, rose to fame in the late 1980s with his raw and unapologetic lyrics about life in the streets of Compton, California. As his career progressed, he became known for his socially conscious lyrics and activism within the hip-hop community. In 1991, Ice Cube released his second solo album, Death Certificate, which featured a collaboration with St. Ides on the track Steady Mobbin'. This marked the beginning of a partnership between Ice Cube and St. Ides that would last for several years. The song Steady Mobbin' was not only a hit among fans, but it also caught the attention of St. Ides executives who saw an opportunity to tap into the growing popularity of gangsta rap at the time. The track included references to drinking St. Ides and even featured Ice Cube holding a can in his cover art. Following the success of Steady Mobbin', Ice Cube went on to release more albums with collaborations with St. Ides, such as The Predator 1992 and Lethal Injection 1993. He also appeared in commercials for St. Ides alongside fellow rappers like Ghetto Boys and Snoop Dogg. Ice Cube and St. Ides were a powerful duo in the world of hip-hop and malt liquor branding in the 1990s. Ice Cube, a member of the iconic group N.W.A, and St. Ides joined forces to create one of the most successful marketing campaigns in rap history. In 1991, Ice Cube signed on as a spokesperson for St. Ides, becoming the face of their brand and promoting it through his music and image. This partnership was a stroke of genius on both ends. St. Ides gained credibility among young black consumers who looked up to Ice Cube as an influential figure in hip-hop culture, while Ice Cube received significant financial backing from the company. The success of this marketing strategy can be seen not only through increased sales, but also through its influence on other rappers at the time. Many artists follow suit by incorporating similar endorsements into their music videos and lyrics, cementing malt liquor brands like Colt 45, Oldie English 800, and King Cobra as staples within hip-hop culture. However, despite its popularity among rappers and young consumers alike, this partnership also sparked controversy regarding alcohol consumption and its negative effects on urban communities. Critics argued that these ads were glamorizing alcoholism and contributing to the already prevalent issue of alcohol abuse in these neighborhoods. In response, St. Ides eventually ended their partnership with Ice Cube in 1994, citing a desire to rebrand and appeal to a broader audience. Nevertheless, the impact of this collaboration continues to be felt within the world of hip-hop and malt liquor branding today. Snoop Dogg's involvement with St. Ides and Colt 45. Snoop Dogg, also known as Calvin Broadus Jr., has been a dominant figure in the rap scene since the early 1990s. His smooth flow and laid-back style have made him one of the most iconic and influential rappers of all time. However, his involvement with malt liquor brands such as St. Ides and Colt 45 has sparked controversy and criticism over the years. In 1991, Snoop Dogg released his debut album, Dogga Style, which quickly became a commercial success. This was just the beginning of Snoop's partnership with St. Ides, as he later became the official spokesperson for their brand. The collaboration between Snoop Dogg and St. Ides was heavily marketed towards young African American men through music videos, radio ads, and billboards in urban areas. Their slogan, "It works every time," is meant to appeal to this demographic by promoting a sense of coolness and masculinity associated with drinking malt liquor. In the 1990s, St. Ides produced a series of animated commercials featuring prominent hip-hop artists, including Snoop Dogg. One notable commercial from this campaign is a cartoon-style advertisement starring Snoop Dogg, which aired in 1994. In this animated ad, Snoop Dogg is depicted as a cartoon character enjoying St. Ides malt liquor. The commercial features a whimsical, exaggerated portrayal of Snoop Dogg's persona with humorous and stylized animations that were designed to appeal to the hip-hop audience of the time. The use of animation allowed the brand to create a memorable and visually engaging promotion that stood out in the crowded advertising landscape. Despite concerns, Snoop Dogg continued to endorse St. Ides until they discontinued their production in 2002 due to declining sales. However, this did not stop him from partnering with another malt liquor brand, Colt 45. In 2011, Snoop signed on as a brand ambassador for Colt 45 along with fellow rapper Lil Jon. This partnership caused even more controversy as many viewed it as an irresponsible endorsement of an alcoholic beverage that disproportionately affects low-income communities. Snoop's involvement with Colt 45 included appearing in commercials and promoting the brand through its social media platforms. This collaboration was short-lived as Colt 45 faced lawsuits for false advertising and Snoop's contract was terminated in 2014. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Snoop defended his involvement with malt liquor brands by stating that it was just a way for him to make money. He also claimed that he never actually drank the products he promoted, but instead preferred champagne or cognac. All eyes on St. Ides. Tupac, also known as Tupac Shakur, was not only a highly influential rapper in the 1990s, but he also had a significant impact on promoting malt liquor brands, specifically St. Ides. In fact, Tupac even had his own signature flavor of St. Ides called St. Ides Premium Malt Liquor Tupac Edition. During the height of his career in the early 1990s, Tupac signed a lucrative endorsement deal with St. Ides to promote their malt liquor brand through various media platforms such as television commercials and print advertisements. This partnership was controversial at the time because of the negative effects associated with excessive alcohol consumption in the African American community. However, despite the backlash from some critics and activists, Tupac continued to promote St. Ides and even incorporated it into his music. Many of his lyrics referenced drinking St. Ides and encouraged its consumption among his fans. In addition to promoting St. Ides through music and advertising campaigns, Tupac often consumed it in public appearances and interviews. This further solidified him as one of the main faces of the brand and helped increase his popularity among young adults. The partnership between Tupac and St. Ides lasted until his untimely death in 1996. However, even after his passing, St. Ides continued to use his image and music in their promotions for several years. Despite facing criticism for promoting alcohol to his young and impressionable fan base, Tupac's endorsement deal with St. Ides played a significant role in the brand's success. It expanded their target audience to include hip-hop fans and status as the go-to malt liquor brand within the community. The strategic collaboration with West Coast rappers Warren G and N.W.A were among the first West Coast groups to be featured in St. Ides' ad campaign in 1993. Their hit single Regulate had just been released and he was quickly becoming a household name in rap music. In his commercial for St. Ides, Warren G is seen hanging out with friends and enjoying a cold bottle of malt liquor while his song plays in the background. The message was clear: if you wanted to be cool like Warren G and Nate Dogg, you should be drinking St. Ides. Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg were also featured in their own commercials for St. Ides around this time period. Both artists were members of Death Row Records, which at the time was one of the most successful record labels in hip-hop at that time. Dog Pound's ad for St. Ides was a bit more controversial as it featured the group rapping about their love for malt liquor while being surrounded by women in bikinis. This type of marketing, often referred to as sex sales, was commonly used in hip-hop at the time, and St. Ides was no exception. MC8, a member of the legendary rap group Compton's Most Wanted, also had his own commercial for St. Ides where he is seen rapping about the brand while riding through the streets of Compton on a lowrider bike. These collaborations between St. Ides and these influential West Coast rappers not only helped increase sales for the brand, but also solidified its place within urban culture. In fact, many fans of these artists began to associate St. Ides with their favorite musicians and saw it as a way to support them by purchasing their endorsed product. St. Ides target the East Coast rap scene. The East Coast has long been a hotbed for hip-hop culture, with cities like New York, Brooklyn, and the Bronx producing some of the most influential rappers in history. And when it comes to promoting malt liquor brands, one name has consistently stood out on the East Coast is St. Ides. St. Ides' targeting of the East Coast was strategic, as it allowed them to tap into a market that was heavily influenced by hip-hop culture. By partnering with popular East Coast rappers and incorporating their brand into their music, St. Ides was able to reach a wide audience, becoming one of the top malt liquor brands within the urban community. Enter the Notorious B.I.G. The Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, was one of the most influential rappers in the 1990s. His smooth flow and clever rhymes captivated audiences, earning him a spot as a hip-hop legend. But beyond his music, Biggie also made a significant impact in the world of marketing through his partnership with St. Ides Malt Liquor. Enter the Notorious B.I.G., who became the face of St. Ides in 1994 when he appeared in a series of commercials promoting the brand's new St. Ides Gold flavor. The ads featured Biggie sporting luxurious gold chains and flashy outfits while proclaiming the best that you can taste with each sip of St. Ides Gold. This partnership between Biggie and St. Ides was groundbreaking at the time because it marked one of the first instances where a major rapper endorsed an alcohol brand on such a large scale. This move not only boosted sales for St. Ides, but also helped legitimize malt liquor as a drink choice among hip-hop fans in New York. Biggie's endorsement went beyond just appearing in commercials. He also paid homage to St. Ides in his lyrics by mentioning the brand multiple times in his songs such as The Brew Guzzler. This further highlighted the connection between Biggie and St. Ides, making it almost impossible to think about one without thinking about the other. However, this partnership was not without controversy. Many fans argued that Biggie, as a respected figure in the hip-hop community, should not have aligned himself with a brand that targeted minority communities in New York. They also pointed out the catastrophic damage of promoting alcohol consumption to his young and impressionable fan base. Despite this backlash, there is no denying the impact of Biggie's partnership with St. Ides in promoting malt liquor brands. It opened the door for other East Coast rappers to endorse similar products, and it consolidated Biggie's place as a pioneer in marketing within the hip-hop industry. St. Ides and Jay-Z have a long-standing partnership that dates back to the early 1990s. The malt liquor brand, which was originally introduced in the late 1980s, saw a surge in popularity thanks to its collaboration with one of the biggest names in hip-hop at the time. In 1994, St. Ides launched their Crooked Eye campaign featuring Jay-Z alongside fellow rapper Biggie Smalls, also known as Notorious B.I.G. This marked the beginning of a successful marketing strategy that targeted young African-American audiences through rap music. St. Ides also collaborated with East Coast rap groups such as EPMD and the Wu-Tang Clan are just a couple of the iconic combinations of rap groups and malt liquor brands that have left a lasting mark in the music industry. These partnerships serve as a prime example of how rappers have played a major role in promoting malt liquor brands over the years. St. Ides teams up with the Wu-Tang Clan, one of the first notable collaborations between a rap group and a malt liquor brand was St. Ides' partnership with hip-hop collective Wu-Tang Clan in the early 1990s. The brand used their raw and gritty image to appeal to a younger audience while also capitalizing on Wu-Tang Clan's rising popularity in the rap scene. The group even recorded several commercials for St. Ides, another legendary duo that made waves in both the music and alcohol industries, was Eric B. and Rakim's partnership with St. Ides in 1992. The duo's smooth flow and lyrical prowess perfectly complemented the brand's tagline, "Drink it up fast, cause you know it won't last," making them an ideal fit for each other. Their collaboration resulted in multiple successful commercials, featuring Rakim rapping about St. Ides while holding a bottle of malt liquor. In addition to these partnerships, another noteworthy pairing was between Method Man and Redman, two highly acclaimed rappers who also happen to be close friends with malt liquor brands St. Ides and Colt TA45 in 2003. This collaboration was not only memorable for its humorous commercials, but also because it marked the first time that two rappers had become official endorsers for one product. The influence of these partnerships goes beyond just creating catchy commercials or being featured on branding materials. They also had an impact on sales figures. For instance, after teaming up with N.W.A, St. Ides saw a significant increase in sales, making it the second best-selling malt liquor brand in the United States by 1991. Similarly, Colt 45's partnership with Method Man and Redman resulted in a whopping 40% increase in sales. Chuck D sued St. Ides for $5 million. Chuck D, leader of the rap group Public Enemy, became one of the first rappers to speak out against promoting malt liquor brands in his music. In 1991, Chuck D filed a lawsuit against St. Ides for $5 million for using his image without permission in their commercials featuring other rappers such as Ice Cube and King T. The lawsuit stated that St. Ides used Chuck D's likeness without authorization or compensation and portrayed him as endorsing their product when he had actually been an outspoken critic of alcohol consumption in general. The commercial showed clips of Chuck D speaking about social issues while holding a bottle of St. Ides malt liquor, giving viewers the impression that he was endorsing the brand. This legal battle sparked a conversation about authenticity within hip-hop culture and raised questions about whether these endorsements were genuine or simply paid partnerships for profit. Chuck D's lawsuit shed light on how companies like St. Ides were exploiting black culture and using prominent figures in the hip-hop community to sell their product while ignoring the negative effects it had on their target audience. Ultimately, Chuck D's lawsuit was settled out of court with undisclosed terms, but it brought attention to the issue at hand and led to other rappers reconsidering their involvement with similar marketing campaigns. The backlash from this case also resulted in stricter regulations for advertising alcoholic beverages towards minority communities and further scrutiny on how these brands targeted vulnerable populations through endorsements by popular figures. In retrospect, Chuck D's stance against promoting malt liquor through his art was a bold and principled move that challenged the exploitation of hip-hop culture for profit. It also served as a reminder to rappers that their influence extends beyond music and they have a responsibility to use their platform wisely. The evolution of malt liquor marketing. As public scrutiny of malt liquor marketing tactics grew, some brands began to distance themselves from these controversial strategies. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, there was a noticeable shift in the way malt liquor was advertised. Brands began to tone down their overt targeting of African American communities and moved away from the use of hip-hop culture as a marketing tool. In recent years, the marketing of malt liquor has continued to evolve, with brands focusing more on nostalgic appeal and the product's status as a symbol of rebellion and counterculture. However, the legacy of the aggressive marketing tactics of the 1980s and 1990s still lingers, influencing how these beverages are perceived by both consumers and critics.